Hey guys, welcome back and happy new year. I am so excited that it is the new year. I'm super pumped to just get all my resolutions started, and I was super excited to come up with a look. I was trying to decide what I wanted to do for my new year's look, and this is what I came up with. So I kind of wanted to sit down and share it with you guys. So yes, let's go ahead and get into the video. If you'd like to see this look I have going on here, just keep watching. Okay, so I went ahead and zoomed you guys in a little bit. So starting off, and I have my mirror right here, so I'm going to be looking here a little bit. So let's start off with primer. I'm going to go in with the Bare Minerals Prime Time Primer. This is one that I've been using quite a bit lately. I've really loved this primer, and it's kind of a silicone feel, so it really smooths out the skin, but it doesn't break me out, and it doesn't settle like into my pores and things like that like some other ones do. So I'm just going to take that, and I have a different primer that I use for my nose, so I'm really just going to use this kind of on the forehead, cheek area, and just kind of the rest of my face, just to give that smooth canvas. And then for the nose, I love this Smashbox. It's the purple one, I guess the Minimize Pores. And I just got a little sample of this to try, and I have been loving it. It's almost like a clay. Let me show you. It's like a clay consistency, and this looks so good. And it's really thick, and I just go in and just tack it on the nose. And this helps keep my makeup in place on my nose throughout the day, and it just fills in any pores that I may have right there. And then I also like to do it on my chin a little bit. And then any extra, I normally, because I don't want to put a ton right here because it's so thick, but I just take that extra and just pat it in all right here. I tend to have pretty large pores right around my nose and this part of my cheek. So once we have all of that primed, we're gonna go in with the foundation. I'm gonna go in with the Bare Minerals Pro Foundation. I am in shade Dawn. I think it's 2, the second shade, yeah. And just kind of shake that up. And I'm gonna do a couple of pumps on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to go in with this IT Cosmetics brush. It's the Buffing Foundation 301 brush. And I'm just going to take that and just start buffing this into the skin. Now that we have all of that blended, I'm going to go ahead and set the entire face with the Clinique Loose Setting Powder. I am in shade 20. It's the Invisible Blend. And I'm just going to take a little bit because we're going to actually go in with some other powders as well. And we don't want to look too powdery. So I'm just going to go in with the Morphe E14 brush and just do a light dusting all over the face. Now let's go ahead and I'm going to take the Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder, and I'm just going to take a tiny bit of this, and what I'm going to do, since I'm going to be going in with some darker shades, I'm just going to kind of stamp this right here just using that same fluffy brush, just the edge of it, and I'm just going to get a little bit of this and just stamp it right here. And it's almost gonna look like we're baking that area, kind of. I don't do it carefully or anything, I just kind of stamp it right there. And then that way, if we get any fallout in this area, it won't smudge on the makeup. We can just, at the very end, we'll just wipe that away. Starting off, let's go into the Jaclyn Hill. This is the Dark Magic palette from the Vault collection with Morphe. So we're gonna go into this shade right here in the crease, just to start off. I always love to start off with a neutral, just as a good base. So I'm gonna go in with the Morphe M433 and just put that right in the crease. Next shade we're going to go in with is from the Bling Boss palette. So all of the shades I'm going to be using are from 2 of the Jaclyn Hill Vault collection palettes. So Dark Magic and Bling Boss. And we're going to go in with Rockstar. It's going to be this shade right here. And that we're going to kind of start working that on the outer corner and then slowly bringing it in. Okay, so So now that we have that kind of just spread out in the outer corners, I'm gonna go in with the MAC Paint Pot. This is in the shade Vintage Selection, and it's a good like cream base, but I like that it has a little bit of color and shimmer to it because it makes it easier once I pack on other shimmers on top of it. It makes it a little bit easier for it to kind of show through. So I'm just gonna go in with my finger and work this on that kind of inner half here. Okay, so next what we're gonna do is on top of that cream that we just applied, we're then gonna go in with this silver here, and I'm just gonna take a flatter brush. This is one from the Sonia Kashuk collection at Target, and it's really a smudge brush, but I love using it for glitters because you can be really precise and it really packs it on. You can kind of see I'm gonna go into that silver and just pack on the silver and just put it everywhere that we put the cream. You're gonna go right over it with the silver. So now that we have that down, I'm then gonna go in with this darkest shade. It's called Berry Treasure, and I'm going to be extremely precise and careful starting off. So this is going to go in this very lower outer corner of the eye. I'm not going to go in heavy. I'm just going to start off very soft and work it up because this is a very dark shade here. It's like a really deep purple, but it almost looks black with like purple glitter. It's really, really a pretty color. And then you'll just slowly blend it into all of that silver that we just did because you don't want any harsh lines. You just kind of want it gradually blended in. And then I like to slowly kind of bring it up. Once there's hardly any product on your brush, just bring it up and above and over. And then I'm just going in with the glitter again, just make sure everything is blended nicely. I just kind of alternate brush to brush, blending until it's blended exactly how I want it. Then I'm gonna go back into that shade that we started off with, the Rockstar, and I'm going to smudge that all under that lower lash line. I just love these like deep berry shades. I think they look so good, especially for New Year's, because it's not black, like it's something a little bit different. Okay, and then I did that with my Morphe M212 brush. Now we'll go ahead and wipe away all of that powder. And that's a good way, if you're like me and you like to do your foundation first and you just don't like doing your eye makeup first, this is a good way just in case you do get any fallout. It's easy to brush off with that powder. So that's just what I like to do. Next, let's go ahead and do our bronzer and blush. I'm going to be going in with the Benefit Hoola bronzer and taking my Morphe Y4 brush. I'm just going to bronze up the face a little bit, and I'm not going to do a ton of bronzer, just enough to kind of warm up the face a little bit. And then I just kind of connect it to that top part that we started doing. Oh, I look kind of scary right now. Now, let's go in with blush. I'm gonna go in with the NARS Orgasm. I'm still using the tiny little sample that I got so long ago. I just don't go through blush very quickly, and so it lasts me so long. So I'm gonna go in with just this little Sephora brush and just put that right there on the cheeks. And then on top of that, I'm gonna go in with this Butter Blush by Physicians Formula, and I don't love this as a blush on its own, but I do like it for kind of a blush topper to just add a little bit of shimmer, just a little something, and it kind of tones, but it looks really pretty. Even though it's a shimmer, it doesn't really emphasize texture. I just think it looks really pretty, and it smells amazing. It smells just like the butter bronzer. So good. So it just adds a little something and a little glow there. So now I'm gonna step away and do my brows and lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look. This is something that I was just kind of playing around with different palettes and things to decide what I wanted to do for my eye look for the New Year's, and I immediately knew that I wanted to do something with like the berry, like dark berry kind of shade. And so I love how this turned out. I'm obsessed with kind of the silver, and then I also went in, when I did my eyebrows and mascara, I went in and also added the inner corner highlight, which always makes the biggest difference. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. video, and I would love to see your holiday looks and New Year's Eve looks and everything like that as well. I think this is such a fun time to do makeup because everyone gets a little crazy, and that's when the glitters really come out and like the intense highlights and everything like that. So it's always super fun. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you like videos like this, beauty videos, kind of lifestyle, things like that. And leave me comments down below if you have any ideas. If you have any suggestions for other palettes for me to try, I would love to hear them. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.